Hey YouTube, welcome back. It's Mariah, and today we're going to be playing the Stanley Parable. So if you've never played it before, you're definitely going to like it. It's the first time I played it, I was pretty shocked. Thought there was even a game like this, so let's start it.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company
just like any office job that anybody works in.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on the keyboard. Orders came to him.
It's weird they call him employee 427 instead of just Stanley.
How long to push them and in what order. This is
just
what
like any other desk job, you're just kind of sitting there waiting for the day to end.
Considered it soul-winning, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting.
It's weird though that no one's around. He's like,
never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time.
So, let's see what's
But as he came
happen.
to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Stanley came to a set of two
go through the door on the right.
He entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
That's funny.
Yes,
and here's the lounge. Let's admire it, shall we?
It had really been worth the detour after all. Just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door
first open door on the left. Let's see what happens.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section,
and he got back
straight
on
ahead
track.
to the opposite door, and got back on track. Yet there was not a single
so
person
here's that
here
meeting
either.
room we were supposed
Feeling
to be
a wave
at.
of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his
see what
boss's office, hoping
says.
he might find an answer there.
How to solve a dispute with a coworker. Let it ball up inside of you. Resent coworker. Oh, take it out passive-aggressively on other coworkers. Resent coworkers. Using slides to assure employees that everything is okay. Everyone is unique. You most of all. Just like any job. Number of slides on this slide. Charts and slides. Afraid at which charts on the same slide depict the same information. Stanley just stood there doing nothing at all. He seems to think I have nothing better to do with my time than sit around and describe every fascinating little detail of his inability to do anything.
This is why Stanley and I are on such good
This is why Stanley and I are on such good terms. Never gotten that response before.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs
Let's
to
walk
his
upstairs to the boss's office and see what happens. It's a very fancy and dark office, like just brown and red. Business time. Jeez.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
No one here. A lot of books and a lot of empty desk space and some liquor over here.
Secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Stanley simply began entering random codes into the keypad.
No, it
knowing
was
full
simply
well the sheer
began
statistical unlikelihood that this would ever result in a
3,
correct
6,
combination.
3,
If
6.
he knew that the combo was 2, 8, 4, 5, it would be another story.
But no, this is what he's gonna do instead.
No, this is what he was going to do instead.
It's like almost funner just to like piss off the game than to actually like do what it tells you to do, because it will get upset. Okay, let's try it. 2, 8, 4, 5.
Stanley jumped yet incredibly by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad.
Amazing.
Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck.
What's gonna happen?
Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Oh, passageway over here. Uh-oh. Push that button, because why not?
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he
Uh-oh,
felt a bit
feeling a bit peculiar.
It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to
Why would you just get on
himself.
an elevator and decide to head down into something you don't even know where it's taking you?
When for years it had never occurred to him. This question would not go unanswered for long.
Let's see what's down in this dungeon beneath your boss's office.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large
Mind
door
control
that read,
facility.
Mind control facility.
Oh. Should we walk into that or should we go through the escape? Escape. We'll see what that takes us to.
Although this passageway had the word escape.
Oh no.
The truth was that
Oh
at
no,
the
I'm
end
gonna
of
meet
this
a violent
road,
death at the end of this
Stanley would
hall.
meet his violent death.
Oh no. They're like, you know you're gonna
The
meet
door
a violent
behind
death,
him
but
was
just
not
keep
shut.
going.
Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back
And
on
we
track.
had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
At this
But
point,
instead he
Stanley
pushed
was making a
forward.
conscious,
Was
concerted
making a
effort to walk
conscious,
forward
concerted effort
and
to walk
willingly
forward and
confront
really
his
confront
death.
his death. How would you know your death is down here? Oh no! Maybe we can still make an exit. Just a long hallway back to mind control facility, which is, I guess, better than death. A very, 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 very long hallway. I'm like, okay, I guess I'll choose mind control.
Realized he simply
Yeah,
had
too much to live for.
live for.
Okay, let's see, what is, what's here? Guess push this button.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Let's see what happens.
What horrible
with all
secret
these
did this
television
place
screens.
hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Did he have the strength to find out? Well, it's either that or a long hallway that leads to death, and so yeah, I guess we are gonna find out what's gonna happen. Sure.
Now the
Turn it
monitors
on.
jumped to life.
Oh,
Their
fire.
true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building. Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so
Stanley's
many
co-workers.
individuals reduced to images on a screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Huh. Okay, I guess we're gonna go down this way. Where they have another button, of course. Just hit that.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible
It
to
couldn't be
believe.
true.
It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason
Oh
he
no,
was
was
happy
this
with
the
his
only reason
boring
he was
job?
happy with his
That
boring job?
His emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
To accept it blindly.
No.
Uh-oh.
He refused to believe it.
Ride
He
the
couldn't
scary
accept
ride
it.
up to the
His
ceiling.
own life in someone
What's gonna
else's
happen?
control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible?
Was it even possible?
Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Well, let's see where it takes us.
The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machine would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
They're like, you have the power to turn it off. Let's see.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation,
so
to put an end to this
decide to turn it on or turn it off or leave it on. Let's try turning it off and see what happens.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty.
Uh-oh. They're like, you chose death either way. Was it over?
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine. Unshackled himself from someone else's command.
Freedom was moments away.
Let's see
what that means.
And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone?
Where had his co-workers
gone? How had he been freed
what had he been freed from?
Grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand.
It's like the closer you get, the more the picture unravels.
No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing.
Oh, wow.
Stanley stepped through the open door.
Stanley stepped through the open door.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him.
Her like
this
inner
was exactly the way,
and beauty
right
in
now,
nature.
that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
And Stanley was happy. So if you walked into the nature, why are you still in your office?
How long was I sitting there? Stanley wondered to
How
himself.
long was I sitting there?
Minutes,
Stanley wondered to
days,
himself. Minutes,
centuries?
days,
Did
centuries.
something crucial happen while my senses were turned?
He made a note to be more careful with time from now on.
When Stanley came to a set of two open
Okay,
doors,
this time let's just do everything opposite of what the game tells us to do.
And Stanley knew it perfectly well.
So,
perhaps he wanted to stop by
just
the
to mess
employee
with the
lounge
game,
first, just to
let's
admire
fuck with it.
Wow, yes, this room. What a beautiful room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door.
We're not going to go through the door on the left. We'll push on ahead.
Stanley was so bad at following directions. It's
incredible he wasn't fired a year ago.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Look, Stanley, I think we've gotten on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy.
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you
this whole time.
All this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley.
Please stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Those jobs, they're like, just do what we tell you. Like, don't think.
I'm not asking for me.
No, I'm not asking for me. I'm asking for her.
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside.
Against
to
what
let
the
her back
game wants
into
us
your
to do.
life. She's been waiting.
She's been waiting.
That's her,
Oh no.
Stanley.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this.
Reach out to her.
Pick
If you
up the
can
phone.
truly place your
No,
faith in
I'm not
another,
gonna pick up the phone.
then pick up the phone.
They're like, you just walked into a room with a phone. Now pick it up. Okay, I guess we have to pick up the phone and see what they want us to do. Because if not, we'd just be trapped in that room forever.
Okay.
Oh wow, I've never gotten this event before.
Okay, there we go. All right, now I want you to come in and tell me all about your
What the hell? Oh yeah, I have gotten this one before. I was like, wait a second.
Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife?
Such a weird
They want to
game.
commit
They're
their
like,
life to you.
you don't have a
I'm
wife.
trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here. This is a very sad story about the death of a man
Oh
named
no.
Stanley.
Okay.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that
Quite a
demands
boring
nothing
fellow.
of him.
He has a job that
Every
demands
button
nothing
he
of him,
pushes
and every
is a
button that he
reminder of the
pushes is a
inconsequential
reminder
nature
of his
existence.
inconsequential nature of his existence.
Look at him
I'm
there,
like, sure.
pushing buttons,
Look at
doing
him there,
exactly
pushing
what he's
buttons,
told to
doing
do.
exactly what he's
Now
told.
pushing
Now
a
he's
button.
pushing a button.
Now he's eating lunch.
They're like, oh,
Now
you will
he's going
follow
home.
the direction of the computer.
He's coming back to work.
Now he's coming back
You
to
might
work.
even feel sorry for him, except that
He's chosen this life.
And so he began to
Oh, no.
fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly
Oh no.
vanished.
And he's like, wait, everybody is gone and my boss and coworkers are here. Press X to
As he
prepare
wandered
dinner.
through his fantasy,
More files.
he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. Down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions, and down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
The Stanley Parable. Press right bumper to tell your wife that you love
But
her.
there is no answer.
Oh.
How could there possibly
They're like,
be?
here's your desk.
In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends
The
here,
more
the
forgets which
invested
life
he
is the real
gets.
one.
The
Oh
more-
no. I'm gonna press it just
You
to
see,
go against it.
Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that
Oh,
he'll
no.
understand that every second he remains
What the hell?
here, he's electing
I'm like,
to
hey,
kill
you calm
himself?
down, game.
How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Plus, press left bumper to question nothing. Let's
Suppose
do
I
it.
can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I
Not
don't
the way I
need
wanted to.
I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll
Let me
try
out of
once
this
more
room.
to convey
Let me
this to
out.
him.
Let me out.
No,
Hey,
I
I have
must.
to break this computer.
Perhaps, well, maybe this time you'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again.
Please die. Oh my god. What the fuck?
And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button.
Stanley pushed a button. Oh no, what the hell? And that was Stanley's death. This game is cruel. That's it for today, guys. I'll be back again. I like to throw in different games here and there to mix it up. So yeah, I'll check you guys next time. Thanks for watching.